Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, in the previous part, we finally defeated Sappho, completed book 1 and reunited with Uncle Argus. But Quill's journey is far from over. We still have glass relics to find and our ultimate goal is to defeat Arcane. Okay, so today we are bringing book 2 where new adventures, new ability and even greater challenges await us. Alright, let's continue the adventures.
We remember you, dear reader, even if you do not remember us. You see, this is no ordinary book. Within these pages lives a hero, one who could determine all our fates. She needs a reader who knows just how important they truly are. Shall we begin? Every war in Moss begins and ends with the Five Glass. And on the Cinder Night, the Arcane tried to take them all. Sir Argus, commander of the Kingsguard, sacrificed everything that night to ensure the King's Glass was safe. The Sprites, too, had their own glass to protect. And their great champion did so until his final breath. The story of his glass would resume much later when young Quill of the Clearing, out on one of her humble adventures, found what the Sprite champion concealed in death. When she showed her Uncle Argus the green glass, everything changed. He understood well the gravity of her find and rushed off to seek counsel with the Sprites. But Argus was captured by the Arcane, and so the starving Adurin came to Quill with a promise to lead her to her uncle. Quill knew of starthings only from campfire tales of magic and mischief. Yet still she decided to follow. Quill knew her uncle needed her, but not just her. You see, Quill was bonded by the glass to a reader, a soul whose gifts proved the perfect complement to the young hero. Together, they were twofold. They embarked on a perilous journey. The Arcane's pursuit was relentless, and Quill barely survived. Adurin, who had become a friend of sorts, was not as fortunate, ending up in the jaws of Sarfog. Sarfog was the Arcane's most ruthless general, and at the very gates of the castle seized on that Cinder Night, the twofold heroes slayed the monstrous serpent and rescued Argus from captivity. But the Arcane do not end with Sarfog. The one who leads them will not relent until the Five Glass are in their clutches. And that will unravel this world. Our fate rests with Quill. She needs a true partner by her side. And we hope that is you, dear reader. So let us begin at the castle, where Quill and her uncle must brave the Arcane to retrieve the King's Glass, still hidden away after all these years. Or so they hope. Ghostface? You're still here? Then you should have this. You can thank me later. Or maybe before. Who knows? Quill searched the castle entrance for her uncle's sword. He'd insisted they'd never reach the King's Glass without it. Quill was shocked to find it hiding in plain sight. She must have missed it last time around. After all, she'd been a bit preoccupied.
Together, we can accomplish anything,
Said Quill, looking up to her reader.
I couldn't have defeated this monster without you. Thank you for being here with me.
She'd left Uncle Argus alone for too long. He could be in grave danger.
Alright, Quill is back. As you saw in the previous part, we defeated Starfolk. He was only the final boss of Book 1, but not the final boss of the entire story. Okay, let's continue this unfinished adventure and see what's waiting for us next.
They had to hurry. Her poor uncle was too injured to defend himself should the Arcane find him again.
Okay, this is the same area we played in the demo. If you would like to watch the demo, you can find it on my channel. Alright, let's get through this quickly. Okay, now this is completely new. This wasn't in the demo. Alright, let's go. Okay, I think we have to control this and move it over there. Nice, done.
Uncle Argus!
Quill was relieved to find him safe. You found my sword.
You wouldn't believe where it was. You know, I never realized just how huge Zarpug was.
Shh! Lower your voice, Quill. We're not safe. He could be anywhere. The King's Glass hides beneath the throne. We must move quickly and quietly. your reader. Are they still here?
Yes, Uncle. They're right by my side. We're twofold. We aren't afraid of the arcane.
I see, he said with a hint of pride. Now, keep your ears open and your sword ready. We must get to the throne.
Looks like Uncle Argus will be traveling with us from now on.
No sign of the arcane here.
That's what worries me.
Uncle, look out!
I can't see you, but I know you're up there, reader. Please, she's in your hands now. Quill, you're far too important to risk yourself for me. The greater good must always come before matters of the heart.
Quill didn't understand. He was our family. He'd always come first. But she knew better than to argue.
Go on ahead. I'll stay a few steps behind. You focus on getting to the throne.
Alright, enemies dying. We already saw this part in the demo. Well, Sapa was the final boss of book 1, but not of the whole story. So what do you think? Who will be the final boss? If Sarfos was this dangerous, I can't even imagine how powerful the real final boss will be. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Or let's keep moving. The door is locked. That means we will have to solve this. Let's see. Okay, I found it. We need to climb up here. Alright, an enemy appeared. That means we will have to control it and place it on the switch. Nice, done.
Quill was awestruck. This was the legendary throne room, the same room where her uncle was once knighted by the king.
Wow, we are now inside the room where Uncle Argus used to serve as a knight. That's really interesting. Alright, let's keep going.
All clear, she called back to her uncle.
I've waited years for this moment. By all that's good in this world, I hope it's still locked. Ha! The fools never figured it out.
He snickered. Uncle Argus then turned to Quill with a wink and a smirk and plunged his blade into the throne. His sword was the key. But the triumph soon faded as they descended into the eerie quietude of the secret chamber.
Please be safe.
Her uncle pleaded under his breath, with an air of unease Quill had never heard before. A voice barked back.
I'd retreat if I were you. Dark magic afoot here. One whip of my wand and a swarm of undead wasps will skewer you alive.
Her uncle laughed.
Barnard, don't tell me all this time alone has you communing with the dead. I don't have undead wasps. Total bluff.
He chuckled.
My dear Argus, I can't believe it's really you.
I'm so sorry, fretted her uncle. I tried to get back to you so many times. I just couldn't kill that vicious snake. Their long-awaited embrace was cut short.
Argus!
Barnard panicked.
I feel the reader's presence! The usurper followed you in!
No, Barnard! This is Quill, my next of kin and a twofold champion. They slayed Sawfog.
Holy whiskers on a weasel!
Barnard was stunned.
Oh my. Then there's much to discuss. Bogwart tea, anyone?
Barnard spent hours recounting his years in hiding, protecting the King's Glass from the arcane.
And with Sawfog dead, that winged tyrant will tear this castle apart. He knows one glass is here. Now two? This is bad. Very bad.
Not if Quill gets all 5 glass first, said her uncle with a grin.
Madness, Argus!
Barnard replied.
Even a twofold cannot take on their army. Not with a warden forging screechers and scorchers and Arthur knows what.
Hogwash, Uncle Argus retorted. Quill can handle that bloated behemoth after she rallies the Sprite army. Don't you see? Once we join all the glass, there will be no arcane. Even Vader will see it our way. She must.
We could unwrite them all.
Barnard mused.
But Argy, the truce states the glass must remain separate.
Truce be damned. We need the remaining glass to restore peace. But first, Quill must rally the sprites. It's the only way. Her uncle's belief in her and the reader swelled Quill's pride. They had a Sprite army to inspire and the 5 glass to unite. And it all started with claiming the King's Glass. Two down, 3 to go, thought Quill, excited by the adventures ahead.
Okay, so we have already collected 2 glass relics. Now only 3 more to
Barnard
go.
was clear. She'd find quick passage to the sprites through the Room of Realms.
Wow, just look at this. We are inside a secret chamber filled with a treasure. It looks incredible. But it's too bad we can't take any of it. It's okay. Alright, move on.
Quill could see the green glow of the Sprite realm radiating from the doorway ahead.
Only sprites can cross here.
Croaked an unseen voice.
I have the green glass. I'm your champion.
Oh, fine then.
The voice grumbled.
But no one here's calling you champion.
Wow, I can already see a beautiful wall on the other side of this portal. Okay, let's see what's waiting for us.
It was as if the castle of her people had been plucked from its roots and planted among the vibrant hues of the sprites. Quill marveled at the magic of it all as she hurried to rally the sprite army.
Wow, this place is absolutely beautiful. The atmosphere in the game never disappoints. Alright, let's continue. Okay, another collectible. Here's the way.
Well.
Croaked the toad.
If it isn't the world's smallest snake slayer.
Sarfog was only the beginning. We're here to ask Veda and the sprites to join our fight.
Impossible!
The toad scoffed.
Root Seer Veda, revered leader of the Maya sprites and astute seer of the fates and patterns of nature's purview, does not take walk-ins.
Please, our fates depend on it. I need to speak with her.
And I need a nap. Fine. You're the champion. So prove it. Follow this little bud here. See where that leads. Then, by all means, come back here and walk right in. Now shoot.
Quill found the toad's behavior curious, but the sprite bud seemed eager to help her reach Veda.
Alright, now we just have to follow this little buddy. And honestly, he's so adorable. Okay, just one more, then the path should open. Nice, the path is clear now, let's go. Alright, more enemies. Let's clear this area. Whoa, it feels like we have discovered another hidden place. Maybe we will unlock something new here.
Dearest reader, the sprites have granted you the means to inspire growth in this world. Use this gift wisely, and Quill's path will flourish.
Oh, looks like we just got a new ability. Let's check it out. Wow, so that's how it works. Now we can actually grow plants to create our own path. That's really cool. Okay, I think it's time to hit back now. Oops, don't worry, you will probably fall like this too while playing. The good thing is you will respawn at the same place. Alright.
No walk-ins, huh? Quill smirked to herself, recalling the toad's words. Now they could go back and make their own path to Veda.
Looks like we missed something. We need to activate one more. Okay, there it is. Alright, the path is clear now. Okay, the exploding enemy is here. We will use it to clear the way. Nice. Let's try creating a path here. Okay, now I think we need to move this enemy onto the other switch. Okay, perfect. Let's keep going. Alright, enemies again. Look at those little buddy statues. They look so cute.
They were almost back. Quill couldn't wait to see that crotchety toad's expression when they walked right up to Veda's throne.
Wait, I think we are back where we started. That means we will have to go back.
Looks like you may be able to walk in and see Veda after all.
Remarked the toad smugly.
Thanks for your help, Toad.
Help a rodent?
He croaked with exasperation.
Never. Now go bother Veda if you must. I could use the entertainment.
Quill approached Veda's throne with the confidence of a champion.
Rootseer Veda, Sarfog is dead,
She proclaimed.
My reader and I stand before you now to ask for your help.
Yes. The winds carried swift word of your victory, Twofold.
Veda replied.
And for making safer our soil, we are grateful. We'd be honored to provide both you and Argus safe passage back to your home in the clearing.
Thank you.
Quill replied.
But Moss, we'll never be safe until all the forged armies are defeated. I have been chosen to safeguard the glass, and with the sprites fighting by our side, my reader and I will claim it all and end the arcane.
Veda was wide-eyed at this news, seemingly in awe. But the awe was anger.
The glass cannot be joined!
Veda fumed.
We separated it for a reason. And now some young, naive mouse dares to bring them together?
Quill was caught off guard, but kept her composure.
Times have changed!
Time is repeating!
Veda snapped.
The last one who dared to hold these 5 glass toyed with all our fates. So I will help you, Twofold. I'll help you to restore a vital balance. Give us back the green glass. Look at the peace and prosperity our realms knew before the Cinder Night, back when the glass was separate.
Veda continued.
It is your duty to keep the torched wings that dominate our skies from writing the end for us all.
Quill dug in.
My uncle Argus, commander of the King's Guard, entrusted me and my reader to restore peace. We will face the arcane and take their glass. It's the only way.
Argus is gravely mistaken.
Veda seethed.
Are you here to play God, Reader?
She shouted to the sky.
Is that it? Do you think yourself wise enough to author our fates?
Quill defended her partner.
We'll fight this war on our own if we have to.
And so you will. Let her pass.
Veda ordered her soldiers.
Then seal off every portal here. I had hoped you wiser than Argus, child. I pray our fates remain our own.
Well, Veda didn't really help us. Caesar sent us away. It's okay. Let's see what happens next.
As Quill headed back to the castle, the toad consoled her in his own prickly way.
Don't take it too hard. There's a lot going on that your tiny brain couldn't possibly comprehend. Stay safe, Furball.
The farther Quill walked, the worse she felt. Uncle Argus had believed in her, and she'd failed miserably.
Hey, kid. Durin? You're alive? You need to quit messing with those stick-headed sprites. It's glass you need, and you'll find it right through this door. Crush the Keeper, break the hex, and you're in. Follow me.
The last time Quill saw Durin, he was snapped up in the jaws of Sarfog. Yet, here he was, unscathed.
What a wondrously strange creature.
Quill thought, and hurried to catch up.
Come on, kid. Gotta move while he's still sleeping.
Wow, just look at this painting. That mouse is riding another creature. It shows that long ago the mice once lived a peaceful and magnificent life. This artwork is absolutely beautiful. Alright, let's continue.
The Keeper lives inside that greenhouse, kid.
Adurin spun a gesture toward the shiny building in the distance.
Me? I wouldn't dare. But for a two-fold like you, quick business.
Quill wondered why Adurin was so skittish. But if his plan led to more glass, then she wouldn't have to return to her uncle empty-handed.
Okay, here we go. Okay, a new enemy. Well, it's still an enemy, but honestly, it looks pretty cute. Okay. Okay, I think we will have to control it. Let's see. Nice, let's move on. Okay, more enemies. Aha, controlling this enemy is actually really fun. Nice, done. And once again, this place looks absolutely beautiful.
As Quill reached the greenhouse, her excitement rose. It was spilling with beautiful and wild plant life, and the Keeper was hiding somewhere at the heart of it.
Alright, we have to use this. That it is. We need to get this enemy over there. Perfect, done. Seriously, this enemy is actually crazy. The way it spins around so fast is really fun. I especially enjoy using it to defeat other enemies. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Book 2 is already introducing new abilities, new puzzles and even more beautiful locations. And it feels like Quill's adventure is only getting bigger. Okay, in the next part we will continue from here and see what new challenges are waiting for us. Okay, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and share it with your friends. And I'll see you in the next adventure.